When we look around and see things we don't like, we really have to start asking ourselves why. But when we ask why, it's got to be real, it's got to be diligent, it's got to be honest. We have to honestly dig into the situation, breaking it down into small little bits and getting to understand what is what. To not break something down and properly consider it is to just whinge and complain about it. And really, that's no solution in the end, and we end up right back where we started. So we need to ask ourselves, what exactly happened? Why exactly did it happen? What do you wish happened instead? And those are really foundational points. But next comes the hard part. It's like building a building. You draw up your plan, you get a clear idea of what exactly you got to do, but then you've actually got to get out in the sun with a shovel and start digging. Alright? The hard part comes when you actually have to start doing stuff. Alright? And millions of people, they try every day. There's been billions, maybe even trillions of attempts for people to change their life. But few ever actually succeed, because to actually do something is genuinely the hardest part. And chances are that you, like everybody else, has failed, and probably failed a lot. There's a lot of reasons for those defeats, though. Sometimes it is honestly and genuinely just that time and chance conspired to stop you and conspired to crush all your efforts, and there's just nothing you could do about it. But most often, in my experience, there's two main factors. The first one is a lack of planning. Just, you didn't plan it properly, or you just straight up didn't plan in the first place. That's often what trips me up. And the second one has to do with trying to do too much too soon, too quickly. Trying to load yourself up with too many changes. And when we try to load ourselves up with too many changes, we get overburdened, we just fail. It's like an alcoholic who wants to clean up his life, which is a good, noble, and honest goal. But he will go out and he'll quit the bottle, he'll stop smoking, he'll stop buying takeaway, he'll start trying to clean up his house, he'll start exercising, and he'll do it all in one big hit. A genuine, big, hard attempt to change his life. And then a week later he's failed. Or a fat kid who wants to get ripped. Getting fit, looking good, that's a good thing. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But this kid will abandon ice cream, he'll abandon all sugar, he'll stop eating chocolate, he'll start drinking only kale smoothies, start exercising, and then tomorrow we find him elbow deep in a barrel of ice cream. Complete failure, and another defeat is added to the list. So my recommendation is to start small. I've said it so many times, you've got to start small. Small changes add up over time to big changes. It's like a home loan. When I go in to see the bank about a home loan, they don't say, look, we'll loan you this massive amount of money, but then you have to pay us back double or triple. They don't tell you that. They tell you something like, we'll give you this giant stack of money and you only have to pay back just 5%. What's 5%? You can make it work on 5%. Because the bank knows that 5% will add up to huge gains. 5% per year. Before you know it, you've paid back twice, maybe more, of what you originally borrowed. Alright? The bank knows that the small bits add up to big wins, and that's an attitude that we need to start taking with our lives. Not looking for that giant one-hit win, but instead the small gains that add up to giant mountains. So go back to your list. What exactly happened? Why did it happen? What do you wish happened? Now ask yourself, what is the simplest, smallest change that you can make? The smallest change that you can make right now today. Pick something small and easy. Not something that you'll do tomorrow or the week after, but today's change. And then go and do it. Go and do it now. Not later, not tonight. Go do it now. If you can't do it now, then your change that you want to make is probably not small enough. And go and make that change, that small, tiny change, happen today and every other day for the rest of your life.